just need my photo ID.
Oh. It's in here.
Which one?
We literally just got Nick's photo ID this morning from his sister, who's in town randomly. Nick hasn't had photo ID since we went to go get our names changed that day. Because it came in the mail, but like our permanent mailing address is still out where Nick's mom lives. Our mailbox is like 4,000 kilometers away.
Checkout is by 11 tomorrow morning.
Okay, perfect. Didn't go to the first campsite because it was crazy busy. So now we have gone to a provincial campsite, which was half the price and is on the water, as long as nobody's in the spot. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we get our spot for the night, and hopefully it's not super busy. Only downside is we're trying to cook a nice Thanksgiving meal, and we don't have hookups to use the induction stove. So it looks like we're cooking on the propane grills, which is fine.
And the fire.
Oh, and we can cook with the fire, yeah. Wow, that'll be awesome. There we go. It's not near the water at all, but that's okay.
Is this 56 too?
This is 56.
Might be biased, but I think we got the best campsite. Look at that. Okay. Time to cook. So we decided to get a campsite because it is actually Thanksgiving weekend. And while we don't really, I wouldn't say we typically celebrate Thanksgiving, I still just get this craving at this time of the year for like turkey, I guess. For us, vegan turkey, obviously, and just like gravy. All of a sudden, October hits, and I'm like, I want gravy. Same thing around Christmas. Like, I don't actually really celebrate Christmas, but I just want gravy and cranberry sauce. So this is a provincial campsite. It was like, how much was it, Nick? $35?
$35.
Yeah, this was a provincial campsite. It was $35. And we ended up getting like a nice spot. We asked for a spot down by the water, and she said that this one is, and up behind me is a patchy like area of grass, but you know, grass, water, same thing. We can work with it. So yeah, let's eat. Just listening to music, and we obviously can't play that on the on YouTube because of copyright reasons, but we got frozen Brussels sprouts just because they'll take a shorter amount of time to make, aka less propane. And then we're gonna make our own stuffing because there was no pre-made stuffing at Superstore, which is kind of surprising because they usually have like a lot of really good plant-based items. But we got bread cubes, and then chickenless broth and Gardine's turkey cutlets. Same thing, we were kind of considering making like a tofurkey over the grill, and then it's just too rainy. And then Nick is already on the mashed potatoes. Then we just got cranberry sauce and veggies for the stuffing, which will probably take the longest. And then it's really hard to find like prepackaged vegan gravy. Like, it's really easy to find prepackaged vegetarian gravy, but a lot of them have modified milk ingredients in them. But the Swiss Chalet one, Canada, good job, doesn't have milk ingredients in it. So then we just got like more spices, and then we got actually cheesecake for dessert. So we're gonna start making all of this. The first thing that we're gonna start with is the potatoes, because those will definitely take the longest. And then while Nick's doing that, I'm gonna start the stuffing. So cozy. Oh my god, I think I left it at the house.
So that would have been great on the things.
Oh yeah, we could have made them cheesy and garlicky, but you can put garlic powder in them anyway.
Garlic powder.
We forgot so many things at our friend's place. We forgot the nutritional yeast now, but
all of our forks and knives.
But all of our forks and knives too. At least we had like our very sharp knife that my Nana gave us, and then we have one fork and one knife, and then we're gonna have to make chopsticks to eat with. So
we've also got like, what are they? Like cooking spoons, like serving spoons.
Yeah,
like
we have serving spoons, and we have like teaspoons and stuff. But
we're gonna be eating with measuring teaspoons and salad serving spoons.
And, like, we have so many forks too, but they're all at the place, and now we're like, how far would you say we are? 30 minutes, 40 minutes
from that place?
Yeah.
Yeah, like probably like it would be like a 35-minute drive.
Yeah, so we're not going back. Without further ado, so you're gonna do this, and then we'll just put water. I would even cut these smaller, some of them.
Okay.
The less propane, the better. There's gonna be a lot more than one plate left over. This is so much food. I really want coffee, but we don't have a single pot to boil water in.
Do you want to cook coffee with a fire?
Sure.
With the guys. It's really...
Nick, when you put when you gave us the water, there was way too much water, and instead of dumping out the rest of the water, I made myself also another cup of, not coffee, but just hot water.
Yeah.
And it just made me think. So my mom always drinks just hot water. Like especially after dinner, people will be like, oh, do you want anything like coffee, tea? And my whole life she's just been like, oh yeah, no, I'll just have some hot water, and she just has hot water. And obviously when you're growing up, everything that your parents do is just normal. Like, you think that that's normal. And then when I started to get older, I'd be like, people would be like, oh, do you want anything? I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll just have I'll just have hot water. And then my cousin really, like, 'cause I mean, my mom and all her sisters always do that. And when she orders it, she asks for a cup of hot water with a little bit of cold water. Megan, she'll be like, oh yeah, can I please have a cup of hot water with a little bit of cold water? God, that's so weird. We all just drink hot water and order hot water, like, out in public. This has like a slope in.
Yeah, it's a boat launch.
This like fishless brand is Fresh Off the Hook. That's cute.
Yeah.
What?
I need like 15 of these.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're so good?
Yeah. I had crab in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like blue crab there. It had the same effect as turkey. It must have like that
feather
or whatever it is. But yeah, no, I ate a bunch of blue crab out there. had a couple beers, and I was just like out. Like I was just like I felt like I'd just had sex. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like out like a light.
I know, I don't get tempted by meat though. Like, I know that some other vegans do. Like you do sometimes. I don't care. Like, if I
Just
wanted
certain
it, I would
things.
eat it.
Yeah, it's just certain things. Like crab is a tough one for me. Not necessarily here, but in Maryland it is. And then like McDonald's. But that's like it.
I don't really believe in like labeling how you eat. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't need to have a name. If you eat sustainably the most that you can and eat a plant-based diet most of the time, and then once in a while you're hanging out with your friends and they order like a Domino's pizza and you have a piece, you know, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, that's not, if you're out there like at the grocery store buying meat, I don't think you can really call yourself like that you're on a plant-based diet. But who cares about the label? Like, I mean, that's just my opinion.
No, I agree. Yeah, it's for a lot of people, because I've never really looked at it like that. Like I will, like that exact situation actually, where it's like, I'm like, oh, I'll be drunk or something. I'm like, oh, I want a bite of your pizza, and I'll have like a piece of cheese, like a bite of cheese pizza or something. But I'm pretty strict on the no meat. But very occasionally, I'll just, oh, give me a bite, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still consider myself, the easiest way to put it is vegan, but yeah.
Well, you know, and like a lot of people know that when I first went vegetarian, like I haven't eaten meat in 11 years, or maybe more now. No, 11 years. Still, this year is 11 years. I haven't had a piece of meat on purpose. But when I first went vegetarian, I never used the word vegetarian. Because I didn't feel like I could, like, associate with it. Like, I can't really explain, but I was also young. Like, I was, like, 17. But I was, like, we'd go to the restaurant, whatever, like, with my ex, and I was, like, oh, yeah, I'm just not really eating meat right now. And then it was, like, 6 months later, I just kept saying that. I was, like, oh, like, I'm just not really eating meat right now. And eventually, like, people were like, okay, there's a word for, like, not eating meat. It's called being vegetarian. You can just say, oh, I'm vegetarian. It's so much easier. Because for the past, you haven't had a piece of meat in the past year, half a year.
Yeah.
And then the ironic part about the story is that I did end up calling myself vegetarian. Like, I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm vegetarian then. So I'd go out and I'd be like, oh, like, I'm vegetarian. Like, oh, no, sorry, I can't have that. I'm vegetarian. And then my favorite meal at the time was the Campbell's soup, vegetable soup. And I ate it for, like, a year straight after calling myself vegetarian. And it was, like, my favorite food in college. Like, I was, like, dirt poor in college. And
Chicken bone broth.
beef broth.
That's even worse.
Yeah. And then I was like, this is why I haven't even called myself vegetarian. Like, I don't even know what that means. I don't know. I'm just not eating meat. I don't know.
Just eating the broth.
So we just got to the Chilliwack corn maze because today we are going.
Well, that looks fun.
So cute. Oh, there's my dad. We're going with my parents and Nick's sister and the kids to do some fun autumn-y stuff. Hey.
There's lots of parking just around the back.
Okay.
Perfect.
Around and come down here.
Okay, sounds good. First got here, I was like, it's so busy, we're not gonna have any time to go on anything, and it's so just perfectly planned out that there's so many different activities that the kids can do. So it's actually like really spaced out. I mean, even the corn maze is massive in itself, and then there are just so many games and stuff for the kids to play on. So it's been really nice. We haven't had to wait in one line. Like, it's just clearly a beautiful day. So we're just in the middle of reviewing all of this footage and putting together this video that you're watching. And we realized that we never said bye to you guys. I think that we just got really excited and caught up in family stuff on this day, and we didn't think to say goodbye to you guys at the end of the video. So I'm saying it now. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.